Good morning, traders. This is addzeros. Can you guys hear me? Let's do some sound test. All right. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, everybody. All right. So let's look at the SPY today. What SPY is doing? SPY. Uh, Moving all-time high, close to all-time high. Yesterday was strong. If you look at the 5-minute chart, we will see uh, close to the pre-market high right now. So it really looks very bullish at this point, but still underneath of the all-time high. Nasdaq, up for the day, making all-time highs, and the Nasdaq is right now all-time high. Uh, Dow index is still lagging to catch up the all-time high, and oil and gas are also really up today. So essentially, everything is moving up. Now, in this scenario, what we need to see is that do we have any nice stocks to trade? So let's look at the gapping up stocks today. So first stock, the gapping up is CLOV. And if I just delete the previous line, and you'll see here, yesterday we were thinking gonna go long 12. I didn't go long, but it was a really beautiful trade. Right now, it is also very strong if you look at the pre-market, and it's just moving up, and it went from 1350 to all the way to the 1420. And if we look at it now, the 15 minutes chart, just to see that the prior resistance yesterday it went all the way to the 1395, and that is right now it's also trading. So 1935.14 is definitely going to be a big resistance. On 16th June, there's also 14 was a resistance, and we can see that. And then this is the struggle area for Clov. So all time recent high is 16th. Recent high is 29. The last consolidation we have on the 1621. So 14, 15 is going to be an interesting level. So we'll see that how does it go today. After yesterday, just consolidate or is just squeeze a little bit more. The next one is GSK. Um, Good morning, guys. Are you guys there? Can you hear me? All right, so GSK, if you look at the GSK, it's 4.5% up. Not a nice volume, but it's trending up all the way to the 1490. And right now, if we look at the 15 minutes chart, just to see the previous resistance, and we'll see the previous resistance on the 41.44. And this looks good, nice volume, almost half a million shares. Uh, Clear earlier supports on 40.59, so we can definitely consider this stock for our gapping list. So I'm just gonna bring my watch list here. Let me delete the yesterday ones and then we can just add into it. Okay. Okay. So we've checked Clov, GSK. Next one, what we have in our short list is Xpath in the gapping up list. Xpath was, if we look at it, it moved from 22 to 45. Then just a little bit of pullback. Yesterday was a really bearish day. It's from 40 to 40, touched the 40, even though market was strong, but it gapped down. And now it is on the higher end, so it's gapping up by 5%. So it's maybe today is gonna break out this 40 to 56 the yesterday high. So let's see what it does, or maybe it's just gonna be a fake big breakup, gonna stock gonna move up, and then after market opens it's just gonna flush it down. So let me delete all the lines, and we can XPath is no direction at this point. We can trade both direction, because it can happen that it can just touch this 40 to 50, and just after that it just comes down all the way uh, to cover the gap. Or maybe what it does is that you know it little bit move down in in the morning, and then in the afternoon is just make the new high. So it can possible, or a third possibility is that this since beginning is just gonna be very strong and it's just ripped all the levels. So it can be anyway. Let's see, we can find the good patterns and we can go. If you look at the 5 minute chart, right now you will see there is a one big move in the pre-market in the first 15 minutes, and after that it's just consolidating underneath of these levels. So right now there is no clear direction, but we'll see what's gonna happen here. So XPav is going to be in my list. Uh, let's see what Tesla is doing. Uh, Tesla is over $600, so that is good. Is over $600. Right now it has a resistance over 636. Very uh, big resistance, because couple of times hit it and then moved back down. Uh, so let's see what Tesla does. Tesla is 1.5% up. Whether it's gonna break this 635 level, because if the Tesla is gonna break out, then market needs to break out too. Market is already break out yesterday, so I don't know whether it's gonna break out again today as well. So we'll see. We can just put it here as Tesla, just to see what is going to be done by XPath. Yeah, you're right. This can be a sympathy play, but we never know. Okay, so next one is HIA DD. Let's check it out. Oh, you're saying high end. Hi, Lewis. Okay, so nothing much. Okay, so let's look at it. The next one, what I have. Okay, so there's nothing in the. Let's look at the Bitcoin stock. As we mentioned, Bitcoin could be a strong point if it stay over 30,000. Now, yesterday was a very bullish day, so people want to keep buying. So maybe I missed yesterday. I don't know. I was stuck in the bad stock yesterday and I couldn't trade anything. Well, so today maybe if Mara want to show some momentum, we can go on the long side. So if you look at it on the June 21st, 2850 was a resistance. couple of times. This was also a support, so it tested, so it could be an interesting level. If it move over 2850, that could be an interesting point for Mara. So let's put the Mara here, and let's hope that it's gonna be a good day for Mara. So we have something to trade with. Okay, and then similarly, if you look at the ride, if, let me just delete the previous lines. You look at it, this 3324 was an very strong support. It was a resistance. Ride is just looking much more stronger than the Mara. It is over this resistance. The next resistance for ride is high of the pre-market, which is 34, and then we can see that there is chop around on 3468 and then 3598 too. So this is the congested area. This is around where the if the Bitcoin stay under 40,000 or over a little bit over 40,000, this is going to be the range for the Bitcoin. Next one, look at the Asan. I have traded yesterday, ASAN. Uh, it has a very strong support on the 56. Right now, if you look at it, it came down from 61 to 55, a very strong support on 56. Right now is small, a bit up on the 50. So just look at this area closely. If it's break this 56 level, then we have a potential to go to further below. But if it stick around on this area, then its stock is going to move up. Okay, so let's watch this watch ASN as well to see what it does. Net was really strong. It squeezes and to me as well. So look at this now, really strong. Now we to see that maybe he's gonna make one more upside move. So we'll see. Right now, it is on the secondary list, not in the place. So let's look at the gap down stock. Okay, I don't have any gap down stocks, so I have only one, which is WSC. I never traded that WSC, and I don't know what sector. So it's the industrial sector. Uh, Market cap 6.6 billion. $11 float short, so is a good short float, 11%. And right now it is trading on the support of 2750, but if it's break the support, then the next support we see on the 2585. So it is an interesting junction where it's gonna go. If you look at it, it came with a low volume, almost 235. Not really a nice pattern. I will put as a secondary. If the market comes down, maybe we can find some good opportunities here. All right, this is all I have. Do you guys have any other stocks what you're looking at? Um, yeah, we so let's look at the ALF hybrid. Let's look at the CLOV, and then the CLOVs look really strong. As I mentioned that CLOV looks good, but on the top 14 area is a bit congested. We need to see if the volume comes in, because I have a very bad experience with these kind of stocks. Even if you look at the, Wish had a strong move, and then almost 4 days it chop around. I lost a lot of money on this chopping. Every time his thing is gonna break out and this fails. So, I don't know whether the Clov is gonna do this, but uh, I don't want to trade them. I just wanted to trade which has a high potential. And even if I go to trade, I'm not going to trade the breakout trades on this because these stocks just fails. You look at the how many times say it's gonna break out. Look at the tails here. So even yesterday, touch 14 came down. Pre-market touch 14 came down. Right now it is over 14. Uh, we'll see that does it able to establish that 14 or is just gonna fail. ALF. So if you look at the ALF yesterday, a lot of people have make a lot of money on this. Right now it is uh, middle of the range. Whether it is going to come down, move back up, I don't know. Really, I don't know. If you look at the even the pre-market right now, pre-market is definitely 1325 is a nice support. If you look at it a couple of times, hold it. You see here. So 1325 is a really nice support. Now, now the question is here that this area. So whether it hold this 13 and move back up to 1555 and break out and make the new high, or it's just gonna stay float on this area and don't make any move. I don't know. We can put in a secondary list for ALF as well. But the way has moved, it means that it has the potential to move back up. Very strong yesterday and still holding, 2 o'clock level. So not losing the support, even though red for the day because yesterday moved a lot. So it's just cooling down. Maybe here, maybe a lot of people have shorted the stock and the expectation is going to fade and we might see one more bounce back and move back up and squeeze these stock individuals who have shorted here. So see here, we need to see that you cannot guess the short or the top, right? So people might have shorted around this bear flag, which is 1650. They move up, they might have added, they took out some, right? Again, they have touched back in the pre-market. They might have added into position. Now it came down, right? Another came down. They might have taken partial, but I think that their partials should be around this 1460 areas, their average cost. So 1416 to 1480, and if that level breaks, then short gonna has a high potential that we're gonna see a squeeze here. And if you look at it, it's making a lower lows and higher highs. So if you look at here as also, so ALF we can put it maybe has a potential to move back up if it's hold this 1350 support. Hi Andre, look at the TRCH. This was a very bad experience with me yesterday on the TRCH, and it was really a nasty day for yesterday. Now it is on the congested area, so it's sold off so much, and right now it is holding 550. We might see a pullback. Maybe yeah, maybe TRCH will not give away all the returns, all the profit it done, and just gonna squeeze a little bit. So, but when I don't know. It's not a clear move. So right now, if you look at overall inventory, what we have, uh, not really we have very interesting other than the Bitcoins, ASAN, Xpath, you know, uh, Xpath is also on the both sides. So really, there is no interesting play at this point. We need to see, we need to go with the flow to build to come up with the new setups and then we can go. ASN is looks good, so it's holding is coming now. See here, so that's what I was saying that 56 is going to be an important support. I don't want this stock to lose and be red now in the pre-market because if it's gonna be red now, then we won't be gonna get a chance to short the stock. I'm telling you. All right, guys, really appreciate if you gives a thumbs up and yeah, any other questions or any other? Okay, we haven't checked the VVPR. Let's check the VVPR. So VVPR. look at the daily. It's went up to 22 right now. It's curling 640, 660, and right now it is on $8. This is a clear resistance area, 860. You can see there's some topping tails, and the yesterday open was 780. So we see a clear support here. So let's see if it can hold this 8 level. Uh, then we can find some entries, because if you look at it, it has a tendency to move back up and then sharply come down. So it did already twice. And even if you look at the yesterday also did the same thing, that the stock open, touched the 815, then close on the 730. Right now again, it's moving up, curling up, but what is going to do, I don't know. So not really interesting stocks for today. What else, guys? Do you have any other stock which you're looking at right now? This stock looks good. CHPT. So I'm thinking that is making a beautiful bear flag here, and under 3250 it can be a nice short entry for us. Uh, I'm definitely going to look at it under this. So I'm gonna put this CHPT as my gapping down list. Look at this, the bear flag, a beautiful bear flag on the daily chart, and it looks really nice. And if it's hold this 3250 support, then we see a potential to go up to 3150 or something like that. Okay, let's look at the other one. So this shortlist, this one, the CHPT, looks really nice. And look at the OMI. So OMI is also making a nice bear flag, but it has a support around 4263, and very close by moving averages 43, 42 as well. But if you look at it, it came down again, consolidated. So it's not a clear bear flag, but the way the yesterday ended on the 40.27, and now I think there is no volume. So we'll see that what's the volume comes in, but if it's break 44 level, then it could be an interesting way down. Also, if you look at the MU is also looking very interesting for coming down. So came down very heavily, continuation, move back up, couldn't do make a dodgy. But if it's lose the 7750 support, that could be an interesting gap down as well. So no volume yet, but it's all secondary now. So we'll see that how does it work. Hi, Freds. So let's check the IC. Let me just put the MU as well here. ICE. ICE is, yeah, it's really gapping up right now. Wow, this also looks good. Yesterday, the 4 million shares. Yeah, it's really extended from 20 to 29. But even yesterday is a big volume. Yesterday, 7 billion shares. Uh, could be a pullback day. But this is going to be a first pullback. So um, it really extended anyway. Moving averages are very far. I don't know. Yeah, it can give us the uh, move down. Let's see how was the price action yesterday. So this is a 5 minute candle. Wow, so look at this. Way 26.57, almost $1. Wow. So it looked like a spready stock. Look at the $1 range of the 5 minute candle. Wonder what the before what it does before. Yeah, because okay, because the tendency to when it's move up, it move up without even in the pullback. Look at even that, it's just one way. There's no pullbacks throughout the day. Yeah, we can definitely put on the short list as well. All right, guys, if you guys want to join me for the live stream, you can join me at 9:25 today, and on the YouTube. Let me share you guys the video for it, the link, and here is the link. You can join me at 9:25 live on this channel if you want to join me for the live stream. And yeah, and I will see you at 9:25 then. Thank you very much.